All right, y'all, welcome back. This is a quick update on my Nesut Nectar experience or experiment that I'm doing. So I know in my last video, I said that I was going to stop using the Nesut Nectar in my eyes. So basically I have been using it as an eye drop. I've also been ingesting it, and I've been using it topically on injuries and just for skincare in general. That I was going to take a break from using it as an eye drop and just continue taking it orally and using it topically. That only lasted for one day. My body just told me very insistently, by the way, like I had some really sort of intense symptoms. So the last video that night, I did not use the Nesut Nectar. And just in case this is the first video of mine that you're watching, Nesut Nectar is Honduran stingless black bee honey, which I obtained from SoIonic Botanicals, which is a company named by an influencer, I guess you could call him an influencer, named KT the Arch Degree. And when I first started this video series, really that was my first introduction to stingless black bee honey, even knowing that it was a thing. And I thought that he was the only source for stingless black bee honey. So stingless black bees are indigenous to a large portion of North America, like several Caribbean islands have stingless black bees. And it's funny because I was just watching a Cuba vlog, somebody's travel vlog for Cuba for entertainment, and she ended up going to a farm where they had stingless black bees there. They're like looking at the honey, just really marveling at it, how it has that unique appearance, kind of some of what I was going through my initial videos. And also the guy who was giving them the tour, he explained to them, you know, some of the benefits of the honey and things like that. So it was really interesting, you know, how information can come from unexpected sources. But so Honduras is not the only source of black bee honey. There are other people selling stingless bee honey on the internet. According to the marketing of SoIonic Botanicals, I can't speak for this whether it's true or not, but the Honduran stingless bee honey is very special for several reasons, and you can kind of watch KT's videos to find out more about that. But let's get into it as far as my experience. So like I was telling you guys, you know, I decided to stop using the honey in my eyes. And y'all, I woke up that night that I didn't use the honey. I woke up that morning in pain. It was like a band just across this side of my face going into my neck that felt very tight and uncomfortable. I had a headache, and it was like a throbbing behind my eye, but it was like my brain hurt. And I remember, I'm gonna insert the footage too, because I ended up that evening, hold on y'all, making some quinoa for dinner. Pray for me, y'all, because I have never enjoyed quinoa. It's something about the smell of it, but I also found out I've been making it wrong this whole time. So I was making it like rice, but yeah, you're supposed to boil the water first and then add the quinoa. Anyway, this is not a cooking lesson, so let's get back to it. So yeah, I was just having so much pain. I mean, I was miserable that day. And I remember just feeling, it was like my eye socket felt swollen, and even my eye itself, like this eye was larger than this. I'm like, what is going on? So I didn't go into panic mode, and I didn't assume that like the honey was doing something wrong or bad to me. Now, of course, if you're in a similar situation, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. So obviously I am not a qualified medical professional. I am not representing anything to you as medical advice. I'm only telling you about my experience using the black bee honey. So you have to do your own research, do your own discretion, and consult the medical professionals that you see fit to use. My cat is having a field day right now, by the way. I know you guys probably hear the background noise, and my neighbor started going crazy too. Like literally, it has been silent for at least 45 minutes. That's why I thought it was safe to do this video. And yeah, but I digress. So yeah, you know, I was just very uncomfortable, and I think if I insert the footage, you may be able to tell, you know, in that video, yeah, this eye was even swollen. It was a lot going on, and I didn't know. But just following my intuition, I felt like those preceding days really was like a detox for my eyes. Although I was sort of expecting, based on KT's videos, you know, he said that things will come out. I was expecting to see, you know, something really dramatic, like something green or something calcified, something black coming out of my eyes. It was really normal, sort of mainly normal looking white or clear discharge. Maybe something, I don't want to go out on a limb and say that it was mucus, but it did like a sort of feel like that. Like it was a different texture from tears, and it was a different texture from like the goo that can come out of your eyes sometimes, but nothing seriously, you know, dramatic or whatever. I went back on the nectar that night, and I have been using it nightly from that point on, except for the night before last. I didn't use the honey because I knew I was coming back to do this video, and I wanted to be able to tell you guys, you know, did I go through like a withdrawal feeling or symptom the last time, and I didn't. So it's now been 21 days since I received the Nesut Nectar. I've been taking it in some form the entire 21 days, but it's only been 19 days that I used it as an eye drop. Now for a total of 30 doses, or 30 times using it in my eyes. I'll continue to do that. So right now I'm at 19, and I will keep you guys posted and let you all know what happened. So of course I started using the honey for vision, and I've definitely noticed an improvement. Whereas where I was at a point of need, maybe not this far, right? But I had to hold things at a pretty far distance for it to not be blurry. I can now hold things, I would say like it's like a foot closer, you know what I mean? That I can hold things and see without it becoming blurry. Just in general, like all of that strain and irritation that I felt with my vision is gone. And it's so interesting, you know, in life, you might do all kinds of detoxes, right? We'll do colon cleanses all the time. You know what I mean? You might fast and things like that. But this is my first experience, and I never even considered or thought of doing something specifically for my eyes. And it's really got me thinking about just being intentional in detoxing different organs, and realizing how important that could be. Also, what I've learned through this experience in terms of my vision, I was unwell, like my vision was suffering, and I was having pain and irritation. And I think that the detox really has like cleaned out my eyes. Like it's reduced, you know, honey is antibacterial, antifungal, you know, all those it's like really just cleaned up my eyes. And you never think about it. I never thought about my eyes potentially really being dirty. And then the fact that you cry each time is like cleaning out my tear ducts. I can't explain to you what the feeling is like, because it's such an unusual feeling. I probably haven't felt like this since I was born, since I was a baby, right? That my eyes like really clear and clean. Something else that I've noticed, a benefit, is like my nails have gotten longer, stronger, harder. Typically, I'm a person, my nails, as soon as they make it off my nail bed, they're breaking off. Any little injury or, you know, impacts with anything, they're breaking and peeling and whatever. And my nails are like bulletproof on this honey. My lashes too. It's like literally my lashes, like each strand of my lash feels thick. And it's something that we as women a lot of times strive for, you know, that look of like mascara. No, I don't look like I have mascara on, but my lashes have definitely grown and they have more volume, and it's just nicer. About a week ago, I was going out, and I don't know why, I just felt inclined to wear lashes. And I did a whole video about that, and just basically having a meltdown and being angry with myself for doing that when I haven't even worn lashes. You know, prior to starting this, I was like intentionally not wearing lashes and things, and not wearing mascara, which it was something that I did rarely anyway. And it's like, why would I, you know, I'm going through this, the discomfort of the burn, the sting that you have when you put the honey drops, when I put the honey drops in my eyes. And, you know, I was thinking about my progress and possibly, you know, reversing all of that just for one night to think I had a cute picture. My picture was cute though, but for a cute picture with lashes, like, it's really stupid. And even, you know, when I was putting the lashes on, like some lash glue got on my lashes and it sort of elongated. I was like, look at my freaking lashes. Like, my lashes are so bomb right now. And I still put the lash strip on. And, you know, it's just, this whole experience is making me more mindful, you know, thinking about, I will I consider myself healthy and I love a holistic lifestyle and everything like that, but I will make these certain concessions and I sort of make deals with myself and I say, oh, well, you know, I'll put the lashes on, but I use this certain type of glue, this and that, and I take them right off, and I just have to let it go, period. When it comes to my skin, I told you guys about that I had a scratch on my leg that healed basically overnight using the honey. Check out my previous video for that. And I was really excited and I started like putting the honey everywhere. I've slept with it on my face a couple times, just putting it on different injuries, hyperpigmentation spots, and it has helped with some improvement of older things, but I definitely feel like it works best with new injuries. I will say that it definitely, when I use it on my face, my skin just definitely felt softer to me for sure. I have brushed my teeth with the Nesut Nectar a couple of times, and brushing my teeth with it, I noticed way less, I wouldn't say none, but definitely less biofilm on my teeth. Now, when I was taking Swiss Crisp though, I had absolutely none of it. So check out my videos on Swiss Crisp too if you're interested in that, because that was a really cool cleanse as well. Side effects, I definitely wanted to touch on that. So ever since I had that experience, you know, with the swelling and just being very uncomfortable for a day and my eye really hurting, and also on that day I was having like, you know how something just comes to the corner of your eye, you can pull it out and it's kind of like a, I don't know the official name for it, but I was having a lot of that. It was just, and I was feeling that like gritty kind of feeling, you know, when you have something in your eye and you can feel that. I was having that a lot. I haven't experienced that since. So I don't know, you know, maybe that was just like a milestone of something important in my healing process, or maybe it wasn't, maybe it was a coincidence. You know, I consider everything, like, did I do anything abnormal that day? I didn't eat anything abnormal. I wasn't stressed, you know what I mean? So it just seems like that was something significant, but I'm not going to put too much emphasis on it. Again, I was able to stop using the honey again for a 24-hour period, and I did not have that same reaction. So I don't think I'm like becoming dependent on it or anything like that. And you know, I've really not had any negative side effects. Everything has been positive in my opinion, and it's solely my opinion. What I went through that other day, I think, was really like a detox or a withdrawal symptom. So I'm going to do a separate video because I also used the honey in my yoni, and we will talk about that at another time. Very soon, actually, that video will be coming right at you. All right, y'all, peace.